Welcome to episode 61. Um, I'm in an air-conditioned restaurant called Le Chien, which means the dog, Chien, because it's 100 degrees outside, Fahrenheit. In other words, Houston weather, but it's dry here, so it's not as bad, but still you need air conditioning. And so I am in an air-conditioned restaurant having an espresso. So the Olympics is over. God, wonderful. But not really. It's today. Now we're going to have the Para-Olympics, which is the handicapped people. And they're going to have their own Olympic season, and it's starting now. And it will be over, I think, September 11th or something like that. So this is the second Olympics, but it's for the handicapped people. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I do know this: the transit fees were tripled, 3 times more expensive during the Olympics than normal, and that will continue, I think, until September 11th. 3 times normal, bus fares, train fares, etc. So the government of Paris, the city government, is taking in extra money for I don't know what. They say it's Olympics, probably going into people's pockets. Who knows? So that's what's going on. So things are the same. They're better now. It's a little calmer. But the Paralympics is the next thing that's happening. But still, Paris is pretty deserted. There are not that many people on the streets during the day because it's still the grand vacation, the big vacation, grand vacances. And people are in their vacation homes out in the countryside. This is normal. And they don't come back till September. And the way it works is it's the working people are pretty much during August. And then in September, it becomes the managers. Because sometimes the managers have to stay on and work in the stores, etc., to keep them functioning during the grand vacances. And then they go on their vacation, the managers, in September. So the whole thing is over about the middle of September. So we still got another, but there are less managers than there are, working people. So the grand vacances in September is not as big as it was in August. So Paris is still deserted, basically. The only time you have a lot of people is about happy hour in the sidewalk cafes. Then there are a lot of people. But before that, in the afternoon, there's nobody on the streets. And then after about, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, there's nobody. Paris is empty. The Olympics is, kind of, I don't know what it is. So that's what's going on in Paris. That's the latest. The Paralympics, that's the next big thing. And so I'm sitting here in this wonderful restaurant, Le Chien, the dog, in air conditioning, and relaxing, and life is good. So that's the end of my story today. This is episode 61. This is brought to you by my corporate sponsor, Sonostics.com, and it has manufactured a medical device that is external. It can fit under your feet when you're sitting at a desk, and what it does is it talks to your brain directly, electrically, and it exercises a muscle in your lower leg called the soleus muscle. There are actually 2 muscles, one in each leg, right? And then there's your heart. And so there are 3 pumps in the body that pump blood around the body. And when these 2 muscles in your lower legs are not exercised well, and older people don't walk as much as they should, or sometimes they can't walk very well, they need help. And so this machine, external medical device, it electrically talks to the brain. So it's not a vibrator, it's an actual electric device that talks to the nerves in your body that then go to your brain, and then your brain contracts the muscle, and that pumps all the fluids back to your upper body where they belong. So you don't have cramps anymore from lack of blood flow in your legs if you're an older person, and And the most important thing is studies are showing now that after 6 months, increased blood flow to your brain, because now your heart is able to function better because it's being aided by these two soleus muscles. It reduces cognitive decline, and in fact reverses it. After 6 months, cognitive decline goes away. So this is the solution, apparently, to cognitive decline. This is an operating company. Sonostics.com is an operating company. What we're doing is we're taking it worldwide. So we're going to expand the company. That's what we're after. It's already functioning. We have thousands of these devices out there, but we want to make it a bigger company. So that's what we're doing. That's why I'm advertising this company. It's a good company, and so we're looking for expansion money and technical expertise, etc. So that's what we're doing, and so it's a good company. Okay, if you want to sponsor me directly, you can do it. YouTube will pay me money, but when, I have no idea. They pay who knows? I don't know what YouTube's doing, really. So what I do is I use a company called buymeacoffee.com. It's supported by another company called Stripe, which is the one that puts money directly in your bank account. And Buy Me a Coffee has 1 million subscribers. It's used by all the YouTubers, pretty much. And what you can do is you can go there and you can buy me a cup of coffee, which is why I have a coffee theme. And while you're looking at this cup of espresso, you can buy this for me. The minimum is €5 that you can do. And so, but in Europe, I guess that's about right for a good cup of coffee. So, buy me a coffee. Now, the way you do it, there's a link below, and there's also a link to Sonostics below, by the way, the corporate sponsor. But if you look below, you'll see a link. It says buymeacoffee.com, and then you'll see it's /Derek, DERIK, RAWSOR, not N. It's a security thing. If you do that, buy me a coffee at Derek Rossor. You'll go to my Buy Me a Coffee website, and you can it says buy Derek a cup of coffee. You can buy me you can buy me 1 through 5 cups of coffee, maybe more. And you just use your credit card, and it works with all credit cards, Visa credit cards, MasterCards, but credit cards basically, and all over the world, all banks. And I already have 2 guys I talked about previously who bought me a cup of coffee using European credit cards. So it works anywhere in the world, any credit card, any bank. And so send me a little money and support my activities. And I'm out there spending money, going to tango events, and of course I went to the Bar Hemingway. You saw that video. If you haven't, go back and you can look, episode 58, I think it's the best one. And I went in there and ordered a drink. It was fantastic. So that's what the money goes for, is for my traveling and adventures. And I'm traveling all over the world working. So I'm in Paris right now, but that can change. But I'll always be in a coffee shop somewhere. And you know where I get this idea from? It finally dawned on me. My father's family is from Wales. They're Welsh. And what do? They go to the pub, right? And what do they do in the pub? They do what I'm doing. They talk to each other, and they buy each other beers, pints, right? And, but in Paris, you buy each other espressos or coffees. Yeah, but also beer. You can buy beer as well, or a glass of wine. I go to a cafe here also that's great. I get a glass of wine, red wine, good wine, with nuts, for, I forget what it is, €3 or €4, $5 basically. So you can buy me a beer, you can buy me a cup of coffee, whatever. And so it's a Welsh tradition. That's where I got this idea from, basically. I finally figured it out. I did it automatically, but now where did I get this idea? So that's where I got it from. So please support me and pay for my traveling expenses. That's all I ask. I have a lot of other expenses, but that would be a good thing. And you get more adventures if you support me. And you can also do like Elon Musk. He charges $11 a month he's more important than I am. But you can do a reoccurring charge on your credit card as well at Buy Me a Coffee, where you just donate a specific amount. And I don't know, it could be any amount. It could be $1, $2, $3, whatever. And your credit card just sends me that $1 or $2 or $3 every month. Just like my credit card sends Elon Musk $11 every month automatically. He got to me. But he's a good guy, so I kind of like what he's doing with Twitter. So that's the story here. So this is, you will see, if you're on YouTube, you'll see some tags above. There are 3 of them. One is to subscribe. If you subscribe, it's free. All the subscription does is notify you when I make a new post. That's all it does. And you can stop subscribing anytime you want. Just click on subscribe. And if you subscribe, I get more viewers. YouTube puts it out more, so it's a good thing for me. So that's one thing you can do. You can also share this video with a friend and say, Rawson, he tells some pretty interesting stories. And that expands my viewership also. And the other thing you can do is make a comment, and I can talk to you, about anything you want. And the more activity on this channel, the better. It gets bigger and bigger with more activity. And then if you're on YouTube, you'll see some tags that come at the top. 3 of them. One is on YouTube. Sometimes it works on X. I'm everywhere. I'm on X. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm everywhere. But I think the tags work mainly on YouTube. But you'll see 3 tags. One is to subscribe, which is good. And then the other tag is for a specific post that I did. And usually I just let you click to the post I made before this, which this is episode 61, so you probably click on episode 60, and the EP stands for episode. And then the third thing that you'll see on YouTube is playlist, and that you click on that, and what you get to do, God help you, is you get to see all of my podcasts one after another, all 61 of them, until you get bored. Okay. Now I have other things on my channel that are not podcasts, and they don't have the EP symbol on them. Okay. So there are things. A lot of it's tango. I love to dance tango. I believe it or not, I have a William Rawson. That's my name, William Derek Rawson. Guillermo Rawson in Argentina was from Wales, and he was a minister of interior, and he's the one who helped bring tango to Buenos Aires, and in his hospital. He gave the first indoor tango dance to keep the poor people out of the rain, so they could share their tango with each other. So I do have an Argentine connection, and that is why I love tango, probably. I went down there to dance tango and found out about all this when they saw my credit card. They said, "Oh, muy famoso." And I said, "What are you talking about?" They said, "Go look on the internet." And so I did. So I have Welsh ancestry. That's why I'm talking to you from a pub, in effect, here, public house, but it's for coffee in this case. And I also have tango history as well. So I'm a crazy guy. And I didn't know about any of this growing up in Houston. I grew up in Houston as a local guy. Had no idea about any of this family stuff. So that's my story today. This is end of episode 61. So have a great day, and I'll keep you updated, and have a wonderful time. Enjoy life. That's the main deal. Do your passion. See you later. End of episode 61.